As I was walking back down the hallway to come to our afternoon session today, I ran into a few of the brand partners and some of you here in this room, and a few of you asked who I was and what I was doing here, and a couple other asked some additional questions and said, so are we going to get to hear from you again later this afternoon? And I said, oh, I promise by the time this event is over, you're all going to be very sick of me. But I do get a few minutes to spend with you this afternoon sharing a few thoughts. And of course, I appreciate the wonderful things that Meredith just said. She talked about passion and enthusiasm, and I love our industry. I've loved our industry since I first was pulled into it, as a matter of fact. And oftentimes, Meredith mentioned that I've done business in a lot of places around the world, and so many of those places, I have conversations with people, and they get a little bit nervous about sharing what we do. They get a little nervous about sharing a business opportunity. I'm going to focus a little bit on that this afternoon. And what's funny is when someone says, yeah, I'm part of Lifewave, we have these amazing products. Cool. But they don't ever talk about the other part of it, that you can actually make a little bit of money sharing this with other people. And if you're passionate and enthusiastic enough about it, it will make a difference in the lives of others. Not only do we help change people's lives from a wellness perspective, but we can do it from a financial perspective. And so here's what I hear sometimes people say. They start telling their story, and they say things like, yeah, so my name is Ryan Barson. I'm really excited to be part of Lifewave, and we have these amazing products, and we also have this business opportunity kind of. Are you one of those people? Do you find yourself in that category occasionally? Are you a little sheepish about sharing with other people? Well, as I get started today, I want to encourage you to put that aside, to be proud of being a network marketer. And to be proud to shout from the rooftops what we do, because it matters. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about belief in the opportunity. Our opportunity does matter, and it's a big deal. And earlier today you heard David tell a little bit of a story in the process of me joining the team here at Lifewave. He and I had a number of conversations. When he first reached out to me, I really wasn't that interested. I wasn't looking at moving somewhere new. But when you get a message from somebody named David Schmidt, who happens to run Lifewave, a company that is growing, unlike many others in the industry, you take the call. So I had that conversation, and I absolutely loved it. And it was phenomenal. It was great to get to know him. And eventually, as he mentioned, I flew here to Florida, had a dinner with him one night. We got to know each other a little bit better. And long story short, on July 1st, I started at Lifewave. Here's why. 1, we have unique products. Now, some of you have been maybe involved in other network marketing companies, and there are good ones out there. I've been privileged to be part of many of them for the last 25 years. But what truly separates great companies from the ones that are, well, not so great? Unique products, amazing corporate leadership, phenomenal field leadership like you. Give yourself a big round of applause for me, please. And a business opportunity that is second to none. So let's start with the products. Now, I don't want you to think that in the lengthy amount of time that I've been here, a whopping 3 months and 13 days as of today, that I know a whole lot about our products. I'm learning every single day, like so many of you. And I know they work. I only have 6 on right now, so for those of you who wear like 27, please forgive me, I'll get there. One of the things David said to me in that conversation over dinner, not far from here in Winter Park, Florida, was his vision was to not have any, in his words, he said, Me Too products. And another way of putting it is not to have any copycat products. Essentially what it comes down to is great companies, the ones that truly make a difference in the lives of other people, are products that people would buy even if there wasn't a business opportunity attached to it. How many of you here in this room, and I won't be able to see your hands, but I want you to raise them anyway. These lights are really bright. How many of you came in because of our amazing products? That was the sole reason. Raise your hands. Okay, that's a lot. How many of you came into Lifewave because you saw great products and an amazing business opportunity? And I know there's also a few more of you who came in because there's an amazing business opportunity that happens to be attached to amazing products, which is also a great thing. The reason that really captured my attention that day when David and I were speaking, no Me Too products, no copycat products. He talked a little bit about being an innovator. And many of you who have known him for a long, long time know that he has always been talking about being an innovator, coming out with new things. He even almost went so far as to talk about some of the things that he's working on right now, some new products. So do you want me to tell you? My job is not worth that. So you're just going to have to wait just a little bit longer. But our products really do make a difference. In my short time here, I've used them. The first set of products that I started using were the energy enhancer patches. And the first time I used them, the morning I went for my morning run, my pace over the 4.5 miles I ran that day was about 30 seconds faster per mile. Now, I don't care if that was in here or in reality. Now, I know it was in reality. It worked. And to get my old body to move that fast that day made a huge difference. I use X39 every single day, X49, glutathione, Eon. Well, that's all I got on right at the moment, but all the others as well. Our products work. Do you love our products? Next year, we're going to have a convention just like this, and I think we should have twice as many people who love our products in the room. What do you say? You all love our products. Those of you who have had opportunities to get to know the innovator and entrepreneur that David Schmidt is know what he is all about. I've been impressed long before I ever met him in person. You see, in our industry, we do a lot of competitive intelligence. I've known who David was for over a decade. So when the opportunity came, I took a look. And I'm thrilled to be in the Lifewave family like each and every one of you. David has put together a phenomenal team of people. And like anything in life, in our businesses, in your businesses, people come and sometimes people go. And what he's building right now is a foundation to take us to the next level. Meredith today talked about getting to that next level. The way we measure it is in revenue. We also measure it, however, revenue is just one measure. The revenue number really represents, it signifies lives changed. Lives changed for the better through amazing products or a great business opportunity. I see that in him every time we talk. When we have a weekly meeting, I see the passion and enthusiasm come out in him. He's a brilliant scientist, somebody who wants to make it happen, and he has surrounded himself with amazing people on our board and now on a growing executive team that Meredith is building here at Lifewave. We're doing this to be here for the long term for each and every one of you. We're also doing it for the people who aren't here yet. And there are many, aren't there? Yeah. Amazing field leadership. Let me try that one more time. There we go. I didn't hit it hard enough. Amazing brand partner leadership. How many of you consider yourselves great leaders? Now, after listening to John Maxwell today, I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, I still need a lot to do. I have a long way to go. I need to work on a lot of things to become a better leader. And I hope each and every one of you felt the same way. Whenever you start feeling like you're an expert, what did John say? You're probably not. The more we learn we still have to learn. In my short time here, I've had the opportunity to travel to a few places, did a big event in California back in August, went to Sardinia with some of our top leaders. We'll talk more about that later in the event. Got to know some of you here in this room, which was phenomenal. Just last month, went to Mexico for our office opening, got to meet some of our new Mexican leaders. And I don't know about you, but listening to that mariachi band, I was getting hungry. My favorite cuisines are Mexican food and Thai food, and it's pretty equal. I could eat them every day. So, amazing brand partner leaders. What you do matters. There are people all over that you've helped change their lives for the better. And sometimes when it's hard, maybe when it gets a little bit frustrating, when you wonder if it's worth it, when the last 10 people that you talked to said, I'm not interested in your thing, one of those things, When those days happen, remember, you have already made a difference in at least one life, and it's your own. And you have the power to make a difference in so many other people's lives as well. Our business opportunity. So I was kind of joking a little bit earlier when I was talking about how sometimes we maybe are a little bit embarrassed about talking about network marketing. And some of you might be looking around at your neighbor and you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm not embarrassed. Are you embarrassed? Some of you are, I guarantee it. That's okay. But if you were to stand up wherever you are, except for everybody on the back row, look around in this room. Thousands of people whose lives have been changed for the better. And thousands more who are participating virtually today. Our business opportunity is real and it works. And over the last 19 years, we can't count how many lives have changed. What's going to happen over the next 19, 20, 25, and 30 years? How do you create a legacy for more people around you? More than just your family, but all of your friends and everyone that you know. Ideally, what you want is to be known as the person who is pushing up other people, helping them to be successful. That when the time comes that someone asks about your reputation, they ask about you, what's this person like? That they say, that is one of the best people that I've ever met in my life because they shared the business opportunity with me and they helped me to be successful. Are you helping those around you to be successful? The quote that was on the slide that had my picture on it, it said, leadership is example. What I mean by that, it's not setting example. When you're a leader, you are an example. What you do matters, not just what you say. When I was in California a couple of months ago, I shared this phrase, always be sharing the Lifewave opportunity, and if necessary, use words. Always be sharing the Lifewave opportunity, and if necessary, use words. What you do, how you act, how you walk, even when you start to feel a little bit better and you have a little bit more energy in your step, people notice. Be sharing that with others. So we talked about that a little bit earlier. How to choose a direct sales network marketing company. Products, company, brand partners, opportunity. The last key ingredient is you. It is all about you. Our business opportunity is unlike any other. Great business opportunities, great compensation plans, they offer the following. Immediate income for the brand new person or the little guy or gal. It offers long-term income for those who want to maybe replace some of their current income from other sources. And then, of course, there's also wealth-building income. What's the difference between all three? How do you move from one to the other? Share with more people. It's a pretty simple equation, actually. Everything that we do, however, is still based on great products and a compensation plan that works, and ours works. There are people in this room who are doing really well, and there are other people in this room who are on their way to doing really well. And as you sit here today, think about all the people that you know who could use what we have. Think about them right now. Write them down. How many of those people are on your, I'm going to call it your chicken list? Anybody know what a chicken list is? These are the people that you want to share Lifewave with, but you're kind of terrified to talk to them because they're kind of a big deal. As John Maxwell said, if you're a 5, that person's an 8, go talk to them. You've got nothing to lose. The key to sales, and we are in sales, is asking. Ask. What's the worst that's going to happen? They might say no. Now, in my book, and many of you have done trainings and you've done this and you've taught your teams this as well, no is really usually not just no. It's not yet. Maybe now is not the right time, but maybe we'll get to that point where it will be the right time. Everyone who enters the network marketing world and everyone who joins Lifewave specifically has the same opportunity as the next person to succeed. You might be thinking as you look up on this stage and you see some great leaders at any given rank and you say, gosh, I wish I could be like her. Well, why can't you? You don't have to be exactly like the people that you see up here. Be you. but put in the effort. It's called in English. It's called network marketing with an emphasis on the W-O-R-K. It does take work and effort. Our Lifewave business opportunity is unique, and not everybody talks about it, but we should. And we should approach it with the same sense of urgency that we approach the patches in our products and how they change people's lives for the better on the wellness side of things. And as I wrap up today, people all over the world in all of our open markets, and here we are in Orlando, Florida. There's several million people who live in the greater Orlando area. There are people everywhere who are looking for an opportunity just like this, ladies and gentlemen, but they just don't know where to find it. What if you were that answer for them? You can be, you should be. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to open your mouth and share with other people, it'll make all the difference in the world. The magic, ladies and gentlemen, the magic that you are looking for can be found in the work you're avoiding. The magic you are looking for can be found in the work you are avoiding. It is a privilege for me to be part of such a great family of people like you, and I look forward to getting to know so many of you as we go. So thank you very much.